Hey guys, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so overwhelmed with all the love and support that I got from my first video, and I'm so happy to bring you another video and continue to bring you more content. Now, I know in the last video I didn't really explain what I'm going to be talking about in my channel, and I just gave you a little introduction to myself, but in this video I want to talk about how I was able to turn my life around, and that's going to touch base on where I want this channel to go and what I want to really talk about on this channel. Let's rewind a little bit, maybe 5 to 6 years ago when I was not the person who I am today. Back then, in about 2010, 2011, I wasn't a very happy person. I wasn't so outgoing, and I didn't have a personality like I do today. In the past 6 years, I've learned what's important to me and how to really take care of myself to make myself truly happy. I used to be over 200 pounds. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Now you may be wondering, how was I able to really change my life around? I don't look 200 pounds, and I'm kind of happy I don't, because I was very unhappy then. When I was overweight, I was never really happy with myself. I always held myself back from different experiences and different things that I really wanted to do. And many people would always ask me why I was so quiet, why I never really sat down, why I never did things, and I don't know, overall just why I did what I did. And the truth is, because, like I said prior, I was never really happy with who I was. I always felt like there was something wrong with me, and I always felt like I needed to change. Like wasn't the way I was supposed to be. So I decided that I would get started with losing weight. My parents actually went to a garage sale one day and they found an elliptical for really cheap that they brought home. And mind you, that elliptical sat in our house for, I would say, maybe a good 6 months until I actually started using it. Now, I know people say that change doesn't happen overnight, but for my case, sometimes it does because I'm very persistent with things and I'm very intuitive. So, from one day to the next, I decided that I was just going to start using the elliptical and do whatever it takes to lose weight and change my life. So I started off using it every single day for about 10 to 15 minutes, and slowly I built my way up to use it to 45 minutes. And with that, I just stayed persistent and stayed constant with it. Even if I was tired, after school, after work, whatever it took, I would make sure that I would get on that elliptical and do at least 30 minutes. When I started using the elliptical, I didn't really know much about nutrition, but I did know that I had to cut out processed foods. So I cut out soda, chips, candy, bread, just unnecessary snacks that I really did not need to put into my body. After taking out all these processed foods from my diet and working out every day, I started noticing some changes. So with that, I got a little bit more motivated to work harder, and with time, I started noticing the pounds just shedding off. I was never really confident in who I was, so even when I did start noticing weight loss, I would still hide in big clothing, and it wasn't up until maybe the summer of 2011 that I started buying smaller clothing because I felt like it would be a waste of money. Since I was over 200 pounds, a lot of you may be wondering if I have some loose skin. At first, yes, I had a little bit of loose skin, but as I started to build more muscle and eating better, I was lucky enough to not have that much loose skin. So today, maybe my arms a little bit, my stomach, but not as much as you may think. Once I started noticing change and really liking the way my body was starting to look with these changes, with this working out and these food moderations, I started to look up a little bit more about nutrition and what I could eat to really help me continue this path. Once I realized that what I ate and put into my body took a huge role into my weight loss, I decided to cut out meat. And I became a vegetarian. And I was a vegetarian for a solid year and a half. And then I tried to become a vegan in 2012. But since I didn't know much about it and I wasn't too educated on the whole topic, I didn't do very well. I was having problems with my stomach and I wasn't feeling really good. A lot of things that you may start to see on the internet that will give veganism a bad name. But if you do the proper research, you will begin to educate yourself and realize that you need certain nutrients to put into your body for it to feel good. When I first decided to become vegetarian, maybe a year or so into my weight loss, my parents weren't too fond of the idea, and they always kept trying to get me to eat meat, to eat chicken and all that other stuff. Maybe 4 to 5 years later, which was in 2015, I became a vegan. And it's because I did more research on the topic. Although you may have like a strict gym regimen and you are on top of it, you're putting in all that work, what you eat still plays a big role into your weight loss. When I first started my weight loss journey, I didn't have a membership to the gym. So all I really used was that elliptical that my parents gave me. I would run outside as much as I could, and I would just do at-home workouts with like Jillian Michaels DVDs. It's really what helps. It's like as soon as you get that motivation to get started, there's no stopping you. All I had were some whack shoes that were not meant for running or using the elliptical. They were just meant for like fashion, and maybe some shorts from middle school and a t-shirt. That's all I used. That's what I used to start my weight loss journey. So you don't need to really have the top high-end articles of clothing to get started. Well, that's all, friends. That's a little bit about how I was able to turn my life around completely and become who I am today, find more confidence in myself and what I put out to other people. The only thing it takes is perseverance and motivation within yourself to help you become a better you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you liked it, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. And leave me any questions or comments in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to check them out and reply to as many as possible. Until the next video, bye!